Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Vax Mock Booking. My name is Samantha Ray. I am the team leader of Shooting Stars. I am a gold consultant. We are going to start working through a mock booking for a hotel only in Florida. Whereabouts in Florida, Simone? For one adult, 3 children, and the age of the kids.
Well, it really doesn't matter in Florida, just as long as it's near any type of water park or it could be near Universal Studios or either Disney.
What's the age of the kids?
Age 3. I'm gonna say 2, 15, and 16.
Okay, so we put it all in here. August 5th through the 14th. I always recommend adding travel protection. And let's search.
I'm ready. Lava.
Sorry, guys, my internet is running super slow here. Okay, so it's going to pull up. Most of the time, it's going to pull you what their preferred locations are or what they is most likely booked. So we can kind of look through here. We just went with Orlando, Walt Disney Orlando for this booking quote. So they're saying Walt Disney World Dolphin is their preferred, what they're recommending. It is a non-refundable hotel. So if you click on it, it's going to tell you guys, see where it says view all promotions. That's going to tell you everything the hotel's offering for your client during those dates. So if we scroll down here. So they have early theme park entry and kids eat free. So they can eat free at Breakfast Options Garden Grove Restaurant, Java Fuel, Amar, lunch options, and dinner options. It says important information. So I recommend we post all of that. So the best way to do a mock booking, guys, is I use Canva. I love Canva. So if we open up our Canva, let's do a flyer. Let's see here. Move my chat box out of my way. It's gonna work for me. Templates, flyer. Create a bank flyer. So here's how I do it. I always make it to where it's very interesting for our clients. You want the client's attention to be caught straight off the get-go. So I usually search and I look for something like, let's see what they got for Orlando, Florida. I just look to see if they've got any pictures, anything that catches my eye, which they don't. So we're going to look for just like water, ocean. And then I go and I put, man, my internet is not working very well. Family vacation 2023. August 5th through the 14th. 1 adult, 3 kids. So it kind of lets you know, they kind of know what you're quoting. And then I start it. So I always pull directly off of the website. Okay. So I go through and I look for interesting photos that are going to catch not just our attention, but our client's attention. So is everybody following me? Am I going too fast? Did I lose everybody?
Let's see.
Seating for a bunch of guests and family. I would put a garden with a bunch of fresh veggies that I could grow. The only thing that I'm a little bit nervous about, the yard is really big and there'd be a lot of upkeep on the ground. We'll have to see. So remember that we went to the kitchen.
All right. Okay, there we go. I was getting nervous there for a second. So I pull pictures over. Uploads. If it's gonna let me, I may have to drag it off first. And I kind of just pick pictures that kind of like catch my attention, kind of things that'll make, you know, your client interested. You really kind of want to know kind of what your client's going for. What's the purpose? What stuff that's going to catch their eyes, catch their attention, and be like, okay, yeah, that's definitely where I want to be at. And I always try to get a couple room views. So like this is a family, so they're probably going to want a 2 queen, the bathroom, and one of the restaurants. That should do it. So then we go to our Canva here. There we go. And we're just going to put these photos into this Canva. There it goes. And we just kind of want to make it somewhat pretty. We want to catch their attentions. Oops. Notice I'm just trying to make it look somewhat pretty. Just stuff that might catch their attention, make them interested.
Not to interrupt, I had a quick question about Canva.
Yes.
Yeah, so I just opened it. So do you think it's better for me to like do a personal or like a business? Like what is the mode that I should pick to use?
So I am on a business.
Okay.
Brittany, will you answer that? You know more about Canva. Is she still in here? She's not answering. I would probably say a business personally.
Okay.
I think you could go either way with it.
Yeah, because like it's the personal seems like you can design a lot more, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah, I
what the
have a
difference.
personal and I'm on a business.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll go with with what you mentioned. Thank you.
You're welcome. If Brittany ever comes back, she might have a more of an input on that. All right, so we're just kind of dragging photos over here.
I'm sorry, what was that?
He was asking me what's better, Canva business or Canva personal.
Yeah, you definitely want the Canva Pro. So there's so many updates and upgrades that you're able to utilize with Canva Pro that is not available with just the free subscription.
Does everybody kind of see what I'm doing here? Okay. So I kind of do the second slide and I just put a bunch of photos of the hotel. And then on the next page, I kind of go into details about the hotel. So we'll go back over here and we're going to copy the Walt Disney World Dolphin and we're going to put it in here. And I like to make it pretty good sized. I'm not a big fan of that font. Let's do, there we go. So we're gonna kind of make it pretty. It's not wanting to change. There we go. So just kind of make it pretty, kind of catch the eye. So I like to put all the perks. So things that are going to catch their attention, things that are going to make them like, oh, okay, cool. So we're going to go down and we're just kind of going to look. We're going to put, they get the early theme park entry and we're going to put kids eat free. So we're going to copy this here. And then we're going to put book now through June 1st. So we're going to copy that. We're going to put that over here. And then we're going to put also that they get early theme park entrance as well. Okay. So then we're going to put down here, we're going to put a total. So they're all going to want to know what's it going to cost them, right? Big question everybody's going to ask. So we're going to put total for hotel. And we're going to break it down into two things. Yes, this one's just a hotel. We'll go over how to do like a full-blown package here in just a second. So we're going to go back and oops, wrong screen again. There we go. Okay, so we're going to look at what room options they have. So they've got a traditional promo. Let's see here, 2 doubles, mini fridge with a resort view and a non-resort view. So here, we're going to do a non-refundable. So we're going to do total for hotel, non-refundable. This is where I like to kind of split my screen a little bit. $2,134.84. And then we're gonna do traditional
And I also like the big dining space. I could totally-
2 doubles,
Really, I really like
resort view,
on the couch. The coffee
just so
table.
they kind of have an option if they want the resort view.
Don't forget, price, a little over the budget. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely have to figure out what the.
And then a deluxe,
There's so much space. There is. Furniture isn't bad either. I actually really like.
resort view, 2 doubles,
Very modern. It appears to be a little long. I could totally
3,
put a little tiny bed.
3, 3, 1, 1, 3.
It does have an ensuite bathroom, which is really nice. Yeah. Ooh, this is the master bathroom.
Does everybody see how I did that? And I usually like to change the font just on this, like when I do like totals, I always make it in red. I don't know, I think it just catches people's attention a little bit more. And I always bold it. So then they've got their family vacation 2023 for 1 adult, 3 kids, some pictures of the resort. And then you put the hotel's name, kind of what the amenities are, and then what the total is. Anybody have any questions about this quote with just a hotel? And if you wanted to give like more options, you can put like option 1 and list this one, and then option 2, list the next hotel, option 3, and list the third hotel as well.
So I have a question.
Yes.
This is altogether 3 pages. Where are you going to post it?
You could post it anywhere. So if let's just say we downloaded this right here. It's going to automatically download all 3 pages. And let's go to Facebook here. Go to my page. I'll just switch profiles here and I'll show you here. Okay, so say we're going to post it to our business page, okay? So we would take this mock booking. Let me pull it out of my downloads folder real quick so I can see it. Mhm. Let's find it real quick. Look at this one. Nope, that's another one. Mm. I'm gonna put it on my desktop. Save. All right, so we would just go up and we're gonna post it like we did. Back to school hotel, back to school book, back to school. Let's figure out how we want to word it.
Back to school fun.
Back to school fun. There you go. Okay, so then we're gonna post it. So let's add our photos and videos here. Oh, let me click the zip file real quick. So it'll download to my computer. Okay. And then you just click 1, 2, 3. Hit upload. Facebook will put it right there for you. And then you'll just hit post. And then when it posts, let's refresh. Oh, I didn't, where is it not loading? Add my photos, add photos. Upload. So. Might be because my internet's wanting to run really slow. We have a bad storm right now.
Actually ended up getting a house for $325,000.
Sorry to hear about that, but I was just wondering, so if it's like specific for the one adult and the 3 kids, wouldn't you want to send it to the potential client versus like posting it?
So you can, but that's also the good thing about mock bookings. You've already done the work. So you can easily put it out there for the public to see as well.
Okay.
It's just a price package, basically. The price ain't going to change no matter how many people book it, as long as the
Mhm.
hotel doesn't increase the price.
And then you did put on the second page like it's good until the 6th, which was like a month from now or something. So
Nope, I don't ever put that. I always say price is subject to change.
oh, okay, because I thought I saw that that it was good
That's
until
just on that promo.
okay.
The certain promo that that it's giving off.
Oh,
So
okay.
it says valid booking dates now
Mhm.
through June 1st of 2023.
Okay.
So I always put it in there if it's a promo and when the promo ends.
Okay, that's okay. I guess that's what the difference was because I was wondering about that.
So that's the thing is anytime you do a mock booking, you're kind of just thinking about what the public wants. Yeah, it's not going to post right now. I don't have good enough internet. You're basically just trying to figure out what the public may want. So that's why when we do like spring breaks, we do like a family vacation, we're packaging what we would want to show them. That's where finding your niche becomes really important. What is something you are passionate about? What is something that you want to sell, you want to advertise? That's the cool thing about mock bookings.
Oh, okay.
There's no destination to it. You don't have a client already in mind when you're doing a mock booking.
Awesome. Good to know. That was a good learning point.
So like, say for example, we do another one because I can't, it's not gonna load. So say we're going to name a location, just anywhere in the world that you'd want to build a package for.
Aruba,
I can barely hear you. Sorry, do what?
Aruba,
Aruba? Okay. What dates?
whatever. I just came to my mind.
August.
I'll spell Aruba. There we go. What airport would you want to fly out of?
Los Angeles.
Okay. So what are you thinking? Like a back to school thing?
Yeah,
All right. So most kids go back to school, what, the 10th?
I have no
So
idea.
let's look at July. Let's go a Tuesday for 9 nights. They come back on the 20th. 2 adults. What, 2 adults, 2 kids?
Yeah.
Let's do an 8-year-old. And let's do a 16-year-old. Why not? Remember, I always add travel protection. something happens, you want to make sure you can get your clients back a credit. Okay, so
We are booking only hotel, or this is the whole package?
this is a whole package. This is flight, hotel, and a car rental if we decide to add it. All right, so we're gonna look at planes, flights. What's a good airline in Los Angeles?
LAX.
No, Delta,
I'm sorry.
United.
United, Delta. So it looks like JetBlue is the cheapest.
Okay, then let's fly JetBlue.
All right, so let's look at JetBlue. I always look for seat selections. So this is a terrible flight. Everybody agree that's a terrible flight?
Yeah,
Okay, so
with
we're gonna
kids
do,
arriving at
we're
midnight.
gonna leave in the afternoon, but I want to get there in the morning, okay? Because it's gonna be an overnight flight either way we look at it. So, but I want to make it somewhat easy for my client. So this is a 7-hour layover. It's not really the best idea. Let's see here. Man, there's no good flights to Aruba. So let's see here. 310, 412. This is probably the better flight. 420, 8 hours. Nah.
No,
Either way, we'll look at this one. Okay, so we want to make sure that the flight we pick, that they can choose their seats. I don't know much about JetBlue, so we're gonna go with this blue package, not basic, okay? Just for quoting purposes, because it says it's got a seat map on it. So the return flight though looks nice, 12:47 to 5:30 p.m. and then they get back at 10:50 p.m. Not a bad flight there. So let's look at hotels. Okay, so it's automatically showing us this 4-star hotel. Notice it's like 12 grand. That's probably going to be out of our client's budget, more than likely, unless they won the lottery. So I'm going to go down and I'm going to look at the different options that I got. So I kind of like to look at the preferred just to kind of see what they have. But a lot of times I'm going to go price. I'm going to come over and I'm going to click 4-star price. Okay. Between 4-star and 5-star hotels. Most of your people, that's what they're going to want. There's children involved, so I want to make sure there's children amenities. So let's look what we got here. We got a Holiday Inn Resort Aruba European plan. Let's look at the pictures. Kids eat free at this hotel. I just kind of like to take a look. So it's not really fantastic, but it's not bad either. Do y'all agree?
yeah,
Okay, it's a 4-star review. I always look at this as well. 4-star review, it's got almost 6,000 reviews. Not bad at all. So then we're going to go down and we're just going to kind of see what other options we've got. So we've got a Hilton, which is a 4-star plus. That means it's above a 4-star hotel. They exceed the expectations of a 4-star hotel. So we're going to look and see what's at the Hilton. We'll look at these pictures here. See, that one looks a little bit prettier.
yeah.
I think I
Definitely.
like this one a lot better. So I kind of like the picture. So I'm going to go down and I want to look at activities. There's kids involved. So I want to make sure there's something for the kids. So it's got a children's program on site. Okay. That's the first thing that catches my mind. It's got direct access to a beach, fitness center. It's got gamble. It's got a casino on the property, pool games. So that's a really good option for my clients. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look and see kind of what rooms they have. So project view, garden view, partial ocean view, ocean view. So I always quote the least expensive room, a room in the middle, and the most expensive room. That kind of gives my clients an idea of what they have. So for first option, I'm probably going to use this Hilton. Okay, so let's look at this next one here. Renaissance, see what they have. I usually try to give my clients 3 rooms to choose from. So they've got a children's program on site as well.
So you switched the hotels now, correct?
Yes.
Mhm.
So this has got quite a bit of stuff they can do. Okay, so price is based on quad occupancy. Breakfast is for 4, room and breakfast for 3, includes breakfast for 2, special rate. So they've got a lot of promos. But again, that's like $8,000. So basically there's like family suites is what these are. So with having a 16-year-old in the room, that's probably not the best setup because it's got a king bed and a sofa bed. That's putting 2 kids in the same bed. That's ideally not what my client's gonna want. So I'm probably gonna stick to just this one right here. It's a good in the middle rate. It's got a lot for them to offer. Okay, so we're just gonna go with the cheapest room for price sakes here. Okay. Select. All right. Oh, that's not my return flight. I clicked the wrong one. Okay, so now I've got to make sure that I've got their transports to and from their hotel set up. So the cool thing with Vax is most of the time it's already going to tell you it's right there. So it's got round trip shared transportation to and from your hotel. Okay, we can check that off. Travel protection, full travel credit if they have to cancel for any reason. All right, let's check that off. Their entry requirements and protocols. Okay, that's going to tell you what they need to get into Aruba. So it says requirements may need any or more of these. They have to complete an electronic registration / authorization before departing your home airport. So you actually have to get approved to make entry into Aruba. Verification, they have to have a negative COVID-19 test. They have to have their temperature screening done, and then they have to potentially quarantine, depending on what Aruba decides. They have to have their passports to travel. So then the next question is, okay, what's something you want to include in there? What type of activities do you want to include in your mock booking? Snorkeling, Jeep adventures, a tour, baby beach Jeep adventure, submarine expedition. What would you want to put in there?
Jeep adventure sounds good.
The baby beach?
No, this
natural.
one. Uh-huh.
This one?
Yeah.
All right, so let's just put that on there. We'll say the 14th. Okay. So we're going to select and add that to our quote. Okay, so now we have our quote built, right? We've got our airline, we've got the hotel, we've got our features plus their excursion. Okay. So now we're going to go put this into Canva. Okay. So we're going to go. Let me erase all these photos. We can pick some photos here. All right, so we're going to go to this hotel button and we're going to click on the Hilton hotel button. Okay, so we're going to look for pictures that catch our attention. I like to look for pretty. What is something that's going to catch their attention? I always do a picture of the room and a picture of the bathroom. And then I kind of do, so that's a good view of it, the double occupancy. It's a pretty view. Things that'll catch my client's attention. It's got a kid that shows it's family friendly. Shows that you can bike there. Bird encounter. Yoga. They've got a spa.
Come on, baby. What? Come on.
All right. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go into Canva and we're gonna start building our package. Okay, so we've got, get it opened up here. So they don't have any templates. So we're just gonna do family vacation. Okay. So happy vacation. We're gonna do back to school. We're gonna move this up. Back to school vacation. And then I usually like to duplicate here. And I put the dates down here, a little bit smaller print. Okay, so July 11th through July 20th. Okay, so it says back to school vacation, July 11th through July 20th. Okay, so we're gonna go to our next page. And we did 2 adults, 2 kids, okay? So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna copy that because I like that font. We're gonna do paste and we're gonna do 2 adults, 2 kids. And we're gonna look for some pictures in Aruba here. So we're gonna go to Google. It's my go-to here. We're gonna type in Aruba images. And I just want pictures of Aruba, kind of things that are gonna be interesting, things that might be kind of like your attention grabber, I guess, basically. So just random pictures of Aruba. So we'll do that one. Let's do the flamingos, why not? They're kind of cute. Let's see what else here. Little picture of the town. Okay, so we got a couple pictures here. So we're gonna go back to over here to Canva. And we're just gonna put these pictures of Aruba here. No, come on, give it to me. This doesn't like the way I drag the photo over. I like to make them to where they can see it. Actually, we're gonna change this to say Aruba. I like just these 2 photos, actually. Kind of pretty. Kind of have me interested to go check out Aruba now. It's kind of pretty. All right, so Aruba. Then I'm going to add another page here. I'm going to go down here and we're going to put 2 adults, 2 kids. Okay, does everybody see how I did that? All right. So now we're going to add our flights. Okay, so we're going to go and we're going to pull this back over here. And what I like to do is I like to go up to design because they have some cool little flight things you can use. So we're gonna do flight itinerary. And I like to kind of just look and see what options I've got available. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. So we're flying JetBlue. So the departure is out of LAX to Aruba on the 10th or 11th of July, 2023. They're departing at 4:20 p.m. And they're going to get to Aruba on the 12th of July, 2023. Move that over just a little bit. And they will get there at 11:32 a.m. Okay. I'm going to take this buy out. And I always like to put JetBlue here. And then the return flight departure is from Aruba to LAX. And you could kind of do different things if you guys wanted to just do their departure on this one and then do like another one for the return flight. We could do that too, which would look like probably going to look a little bit better on this one. So
having a few pages, would you suggest that, like, for example, we put it as a video and upload the video to Facebook?
you can do it a bunch of different ways. I have actually found that most people want to see kind of it separated. The video sometimes goes too fast. They don't feel like they have time to actually look at it. When I do multiple pages, I usually keep it a PDF.
Okay.
But that's really kind of up to you and kind of what you are
No,
feeling.
you have a point.
Do what?
You have a point.
Yeah. JFK to Aruba, this is the 12th of July. 12th of July. And they're going to fly out of JFK at 7 a.m. And they're going to get there at 11:32 a.m. So there's your first one. And then what we can do is if you click on this little button, we can add a page. And if we click all of this, we can actually group it like this. And then it's going to ask, do you want to group? There's my group button, that group. And we can actually copy it. And we can paste it here. And then we're going to ungroup. And now we're able to change this to return flight. We're going to label this departure. Okay, so then they're going to depart from Aruba and they're going to JFK. So this is on the 20th of July. 20th of July. And they're flying out at 12:47 p.m. And they're getting into JFK at 10:30 p.m. They're going to depart JFK to LAX on the 20th of July at 7:30 p.m. to 10:49 p.m. Okay. Does everybody see that so far? Any questions up to that point? That's our flights that we've added. So the next step we're going to do is we're going to add that hotel. Okay. So we're going to kind of stick with the same font we've been sticking with. So we're going to copy and paste. We're going to pull that up there. Okay. We're going to make it smaller because it's going to be a hotel name here. Oops. We're going to do the Hilton Aruba Caribbean Resort and Hotel.
And casino.
Okay. All right. And then we're going to go in and we're going to add our pictures. Okay. So we can do it a few different ways. We can put the total here, or we can just do our pictures, which is kind of what I would recommend, is just kind of putting the information and then the pictures. So I like to do this part right here. So hotel amenities. A lot of people like to see that, so I always include it. They always want to know what the hotel has to offer. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Let's try that again. Okay, so these are our hotel amenities. Okay, then I like to also look at the activities. So on-site activities, I usually kind of post that in there as well. It's pretty long, so we're going to put the children's program in there because they have kids. I'm going to put that over here. And then let's see if there's anything else I really kind of want to put in there. Direct access to a beach is kind of important. I'm going to put that on there as well. Oops, go back. So just a couple things that I think might interest my clients. I'm going to add to that. I'm going to boldface that direct access to the beach as well. I'm going to put that a different color because I kind of want that to stand out. Okay, so now we're going to do our pictures. So this is our hotel pictures. So let's see here. We're just going to kind of start putting some photos in here. It's the same one.
Mm. Sorry, I don't know if I missed the first part. So is this under using whiteboard, I'm guessing, or is it
Nope, this is Canva.
well, yeah, I guess on the recommended, like under Canva, is it under docs, whiteboard, presentation? Like,
Nope, this is under flyer. I'm just making the flyers.
oh, okay, so it's under flyers. Okay.
I'm just kind of putting some photos in here that might interest our clients here.
They look like they're in good shape.
Probably put that over there. Probably put that one there.
Yeah, that's
It's another view of the bedroom.
nice space.
Kind of shrink it this way a little bit.
Pretty sizable. It does. I really like
And we can add the bathroom in here.
the landscaping.
Shrink it this way a little bit. All right, so that's kind of like showing the hotel, different things that might catch their attention. So then what I do is I move into prices. So then I go down here and I'm going to say, okay. So we're going to do total package cost. And I like to break it down for them. So I put the Jeep Adventure.
And I like green. How about that sitting area? I could see getting like the club chair or maybe one of those.
Okay,
big-
so we do this. Now we're going to duplicate. And we're going to change it to red because remember I do all the prices in red. It's just something I've always done. So we're going to do flight, hotel, transportation to and from hotel and airport, travel protection, and natural pool Jeep Adventure excursion. So I kind of tell them what it all has involved. We're going to kind of make that a little bit smaller. And then we're going to duplicate again. And now we're going to do total package price. $7,679.75. And then I'm going to do an asterisk. I'm going to say prices not guaranteed, or prices are subject to change until booked and confirmed. And I usually put this in the capital letters. It's not going to let me bold it. So we're going to, we'll just change the font color. We're going to make it blue. Okay. Because that's something you want them to notice. That's something that most people are going to be like, well, you told me it's this. Well, if airlines change cost, we have no control of that. And just for the heck of it, because we're putting an excursion in there, we're going to add a page and we're going to put information about this excursion as well. So copy, paste. This is natural pool Jeep Adventure. So I usually just take the highlights. It's kind of going to give an overview of what they can expect on this excursion. And at the bottom, I put in red how long it'll last. Red. Okay. And it says approximately 4.5 hours. All right. That way they kind of know like how long the excursion is going to last. It kind of also tells them any info they need to know about it. The last thing I look for when it comes to excursions, is there a weight limit? Some excursions will tell you you have to be under a certain weight. It'll tell you have to be a certain age. So we're just going to look here. Exclusions, express. Children 8 to 12 receive a discount. So children under 8 are not allowed. So I usually will take that little exclusion in there, because if somebody calls you and they want to book this and say their kid is under 8, they won't be allowed to book this particular excursion. And then accessibility details, I'll put that in there as well. It's not handicap friendly. Okay. And then we can always exit out of that. Okay. So now we've got the excursion, we've got the fine details that we may or may not need. And because it's an excursion, we can actually tell them the exact cost of it. If you click on it, it should tell us, I think it was like 400. So it's total of 404. So we're just going to add that in here and say excursion total $404. Okay.
Should we put included in package? Because this
Yep,
way
it's
they
a-
may think that.
Yep, it
oh,
says right
it's
here.
here.
Included.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I see.
But if they wanted, say that they wanted to book, but they didn't want to book this excursion, you could actually take it out. So they
Yeah.
know that it's $404. They can minus it out of this cost.
Uh-huh. Mhm.
So then what I put in here, so I've got flight, hotel, transportation to and from, airport, travel protection, and natural pool Jeep adventure excursion. So on travel protection, I also include that this is a full travel credit. It's not cash back. That will also change the price if they decide that they want cash back. And then under here, I can put 2 adults, 2 children. That's what's included in this package.
I'm sorry, what's the difference between full travel credit and cash?
Okay, so a full travel credit is going to give you a credit that you can use on Vax to rebook them later down the road.
Oh, okay.
If they wanted cash back,
Yeah, I
it's
got you.
usually a huge price difference.
Yeah, I got it.
So then what I do on the very bottom of this is I put duplicate it with the same font. And I put call to book today. Call/message to book today. And then on the last page, I do my business card. My computer's loading. There we go. I put my business cards. And I usually put like thank you or like and follow for more quotes or something like that. Kind of just depends what I'm looking for that day. And then we have it all put together. And if we wanted to switch it to a video, we could, or we could leave it as a flyer. Any questions about that? That's basically a full mock booking from your flights, to your hotels, to your excursions, to putting it all together on on your flyer, PowerPoint, videos, however you want to do it. Any questions from anybody?
No?
Alrighty. And again, you just hit share. And you guys could technically post this straight to your social medias, or you can download it and put it on whatever PowerPoint you would like. Or on whatever social media you want to put it on.